break out the memes because it's happening. Well, maybe. The CEO of Twitch has now been called to testify before Congress about Hasan Piker. That's what this is about. They say it's about online radicalization or whatever, but this is about Hasan Piker. There are also some other interesting people being respectfully requested, to show up, at Congress, and you just absolutely love to see it. Look, I think Hasan Piker is a rare example of a guy that goes too far, goes beyond what I would say with freedom of speech, what the First Amendment protects. We have numerous examples of him outright calling for things that are not protected by the First Amendment, slicing and dicing Republicans, taking out landlords, taking out Charlie Kirk. Because remember, somebody needs to take out Charlie Kirk, he said a few years back, I believe. This is, I saw, I think it was Kevin Sorbo that put out that tweet. Let me check quick. I thought I saw Kevin Sorbo put this out. Yeah, here. America's culture is trash, and I hate it. America's culture is bad. America's culture is a dumpster fire. Somebody's got to do something about Charlie Kirk. Somebody's got to take care of Charlie Kirk. This guy is a scumbag. August 17th, 2021. Hasan Piker spoke this into existence. I wouldn't say he's directly responsible. The mainstream media constantly calling everyone a Nazi or a fascist. Local governments catching and releasing people, hand waving away threats, attacks, placing bricks for people so they can do more damage. The rot in American society as America's culture is trash. I actually agree with you, Hasan. But what Hasan didn't know is that he was talking about himself and his fans. The Twitch CEO is being called to testify in front of a committee on the radicalization of its users. Dear Mr. Clancy, the Committee on Oversight and Government Reform requests you testify on a hearing on Wednesday, October 8th, 2025 at 10 a.m. By the way, we will be live streaming that. I'll probably live stream that on the Jeremy Hambley channel, my second channel. Because I like to just keep my main channel, just the video segments, coming out during the day. Seems like YouTube gets all messed up if I try to live stream to it. That's why I stopped uploading shorts. Everything got screwed up when I tried to do what YouTube told me to do. And when I stopped doing what YouTube told me to do, my viewership returned. What a quinky dink. Anyway, mark that day on your calendar, October 8th. That's 3 weeks. The hearing will examine the radicalization of online forum users, including incidents of open incitement to commit violent, politically motivated attacks. They are talking about Hasan Piker. This is massive. That's what they're talking about. They're talking about Hasan. To confirm your appearance at the hearing, please contact Committee on Oversight at this number. The number's out there, so just now every Yahoo's going to call it. Please provide your written testimony at least 2 business days prior to the hearing. You will have the opportunity to provide a 5-minute opening statement prior to answering questions posed by members. The Committee on Oversight and Government Reform is the principal oversight committee of the United States House of Representatives and has broad authority to investigate any matter at any time under House Rules 10. Thank you in advance for your cooperation with this inquiry. This is the guy. This is the guy you need to talk to. Yeah, they're talking, they're also subpoenaing or asking the Discord CEO, Gabe Newell of Steam, Dan Clancy, Steve Huffman of Reddit. What's interesting is Steam, I don't really know why Steam is getting dragged into this. I certainly hope I don't see any politicians that I used to like start to blame video games. But this is massive. Massive. This is a literal Hasan Piker testimony. Come tell me why you haven't banned this guy. Again, MediaTap's Twitch star who told viewers to end the lives of Republicans for comment on Charlie Kirk's assassination. That's the one that they want to know. That's who they bring in. They'll give us some poignant words, Hasan Piker. What do you think? Several mainstream media outlets platform pro-communist commentator Hasan Piker, who has previously called for people to lose their lives, to weigh in on the assassination of Turning Point founder Charlie Kirk from a left-wing perspective. Piker had been scheduled to debate Kirk at Dartmouth College later that month, and there's nobody breathing a bigger sigh of relief than Hasan, because he would have been utterly destroyed. In the days following Kirk's death, outlets including Vanity Fair, Politico, the New York Times interviewed Piker for his reaction. By the way, each and every one of these were fluff pieces. Like, that's what these pieces were. Like, understand that. These articles were put out to protect Hasan Piker. To say, oh no, well, yeah, he's called for violence dozens of times, but look at him. He's wearing a dark shirt now. And look at his half-shaven, wimpy beard. This guy's, isn't he just a nice boy? Let's put a picture of him up in a bubble bath. Some of the reaction, by the way, to this. So Dan can't tweet, put this out. Twitch CEO is being called to testify. A lot of people saying it's happening. They have no idea what they created. Oh my God, it's finally happening. Hamas Piker is effed. Dude, you dreamed of it. It's finally happening. You know, the hearing is a day before my birthday. I couldn't ask for a better gift. Finally. I mean, this means that the United States government is looking at this. Now, again, I wish that Twitch had just enforced their own terms of service properly, because I don't want any more government oversight. I don't want any more laws about speech. I don't want any more boomers and octogenarians, I should say, not even boomers, octogenarian politicians telling me what I can and can't do online. I don't want that. But it's unfortunate that they have to do this now, because Twitch refused. Now, I am hoping, like, if there's anybody on this oversight committee that wants a rundown, I recommend you talk to, Dan, because he knows the most. He's going to be able to tell you and arm you with the information you need to ask the right questions. Because there are almost a dozen examples of just Hasan Piker calling for violence. Not to mention Mike from PA calling for, putting out hits on people's lives, literally. People like Destiny, who's on Kick, but, supporting it, fomenting it. Hasan Piker's orbiters, the fat girl who eats eggs, the girl who's getting fat, who's getting sued by Hasan Piker. All of his little beta orbiters. I don't know, what are they, gamma orbiters? Because Hasan, of course, is a beta. So I don't know what orbits betas. Gammas? They sit on their computer, which is no different than what I do, but they incite their viewers to commit crimes. They incite their viewers to ruin their lives. I would never do that. I would never want you to screw up your life and catch a charge for anything that I said. And you know that. My viewers know that about me. I think it's stupid. Don't ruin your life. You get one chance to live. Don't ruin your life because some idiot online told you to do it. There's a reason Hamas Piker doesn't go out in public. I do. He doesn't. He appears in carefully scripted press events. There's a reason. He's a pussy. Pardon my French. But he tells his viewers to go out and make the streets run red with the blood of landlords. He said that. He told his viewers to take the life of Rick Scott. He told his viewers to let the entrails of Republicans, writhe out of their bodies. He said that America deserved 9/11, which I'm fine with him saying that. That's not a call for attacks, but these other ones were. I mean, obviously I don't agree with him, but there was some subtle nuance to that tweet, or to that statement. And he got significant blowback for that, which I was fine with. But, I mean, how long is it going to be until one of these lunatics is tied directly to his Discord server? I'd be willing to bet you not that long. Willing to bet you not that long. What do you do with that? Well, you just enforce your existing terms of service. That's all. You don't need any new laws. You don't need any new rules. Inciting political attacks or any attacks on any platform is a permanent ban. But because Dan Clancy is a far left ideologue, the CEO of Twitch, he allows it to exist. He bans him for a day to shut up the media, but then he immediately puts him back on. Where Hasan will come back the next day invariably and increase his rhetoric. Elon Musk wants Twitch to ban Hasan over controversial remarks. It's incitement to murder, which is, of course, what he does do. Gut your enemies. You know, he put this tweet out to celebrate it, by the way. He didn't say it was bad. He didn't say it was sad. He just said he was shot. He knows, everyone knows what this is. This is what he says about Charlie Kirk. Absolutely vile, racist rhetoric. These people are trying to survive. They're not invading. And Charlie Kirk is openly saying they're shifting to demographics away from white people. Literal Nazi rhetoric. Hasan Piker is the reason that Charlie Kirk is dead, and people like him. That's just my opinion. But I look very much forward. I suspect Twitch will be making some changes before this oversight committee. I just have a feeling. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe or follow down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.